Tell my fam about you back then. Used to be about them before I had you. About them. I was focused on school and the books, I had plans to. Get a good job, make more money for you. But damn, I still miss you. Yeah. Save my money, had a ring for you. Mashing on the hills, I had some plans for you. Told myself for real, wouldn't write about you. This the only way I get my mind off. Had to do this for my health. I don't need your help. I just think about my wealth. Doing better for myself. First class popping on some real shit. This could've been you on some real shit. Now you back with that lame, you regret shit. I just do my own thing, check my profits. I'm focused on me, get my paper. Put my time with real love, I never hate you. Cause you showed me what's love, but you didn't give it all. I had to learn from it, taught me how to never fall. Took the money out the safe for you at a ball. I had to change my own number so you never call. Girl, you could've been flexing with them red bottoms. You could've been with us popping all these bottles. Could've rode in my jet going full throttle. All I got.
What is going on, fam? It's your boy Jaron Mon, the Don of the Jaron Mob. It's good to see everyone in the stream. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the Sneaker Show. If you love sneakers, this is the place for you. We don't have like a ton of sneakers to talk about today. It's out of all the sneaker shows, this is like the least amount of sneakers we're going to talk to, but the sneakers we're going to talk about are absolutely incredible. We have two brand new signature sneakers that we're getting our first look at. And both of them have storied histories, one more so than the other. But obviously, by the title of the video, it's the Dame 7 as well as the LeBron 18. I cannot wait to get your guys' thoughts on this. So be ready to cop, drop, mega drop, or insta-cop some kicks in the chat. And as always, guys, the song in the beginning of the video is by my boy Gio. I'm gonna drop his Instagram in the chat right now. If you guys could do me a favor and go follow him on Instagram. I haven't heard from Gio in a couple of days. I don't know what's going on with him, but if you could help me out, show him some love, hit him with a follow. That'll make his day and it'll make my day. And we just want everyone to be happy. That's what it's about. But today, like I said, two signature sneakers. We have some great steals and deals for at the end of the show. A $40 kind of signature sneaker. We have two of them actually for 40 bucks. So if you're looking for a shoe to just like play outdoors with and just beat up, I got some great options for you guys. And we have another sneaker that is not a signature sneaker, but it's a flagship model that just dropped. We got our first look at that. We have some off-white Jordans we got to talk about. There's a lot of good stuff. And some new Kobes that are absolutely fire. RIP Kobe. I miss you, dog. I can't wait for your sneakers to drop again so I could rep the Mamba mentality on and off of the court. But let's get started with our first shoe of the show. Let's talk about these, guys. These are the Adidas Dame 7. Now, if you guys caught my performance review on the Dame 6, you guys know that I wasn't very fond of that shoe, mainly because of two reasons. Firstly, the traction was bad for me. Now, some people said that the traction was good for them. I get it. Listen, there's a consistency problem. Why would I lie? I have no reason to lie. So I'm just going to tell you what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. The traction on my pair was bad. But more so, the fit was really bad. Now, yes, fit can vary from person to person, but I heard enough people talk about the fit in the Dame 6 where it wasn't good, and that had a lot to do with the materials. The materials were cheap. They didn't conform around your foot at all, and the lacing system wasn't robust enough to compensate for the non-conforming materials, and also they weren't very durable as well. However, if we take a look at these Dame 7s, it looks like the same shoe, but if you dig a little closer, some of those issues have been addressed. Mainly the lacing system. The lacing system here, because the materials look for more or less the same, with maybe a little bit of a different construction. I mean, definitely a different construction, but the materials are the same. The midsole looks the same. And the outsole, I mean, not much difference going on here, right? This actually looks more like a Dame 6 SE, like a playoff version of the Dame 6 rather than a whole new Dame 7. I mean, I'm just being honest. That's what it it looks like to me. And, you know, so I know some people are going to look at this and say,
wow,
in a bad way, like, wow, what are they doing? That just looks like the Dame 6. But like I said, some of those issues that I talked about in its predecessor have been addressed. If you take a look at the lacing system, it looks a lot more robust. You have these eyelets that look like they go all the way down towards the midsole. I obviously can't see inside the shoe. I don't have x-ray vision, and these photos don't give us a look at that angle. But, you know, we've seen this design on like the Curry 6, the KT5. We've seen like these bungee cords go through the upper, and you get to see them exposed. Do you know what I mean? So this looks like the lacing system has been beefed up a bit. So mainly, this is great. And, oh, we got a Trollmageddon with a $1.99 super chat, dog. Hey, thanks so much for joining the Sneaker Show.
I appreciate you.
Love you, dog. Thanks for the support. As I was saying, the materials look the same, right? It's got this, I mean, let's just call it what it is. Let's call it a spade. A cheap-looking mesh upper. You know what I mean? So the materials are the same from the 6s. You have synthetic, like, nubuck overlays. That's fine. But the lacing system is beefed up. So I'm looking for the fit in these to be better. Is it going to be great? My guess is going to be no, because this toe box, you don't see those bungee cord Flyknit type things in the toe box. It's really just the midfoot. But that could work because the collar lockdown to prevent heel slippage, not heel slippage, to prevent internal feet slippage, I guess is what you could say. That's when your foot moves back and forth on top of the footbed. Most of that is going to come from the collar area. So it's good to see that these bungee cord things are on the collar and on the midfoot. So that's going to lock your foot into place and prevent it from going back and forward within the shoe. Now, in terms of traction and cushion and materials, like I said, all of this looks pretty much the same. So now let's talk about the visuals, which I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Somewhat of a fail. It's somewhat of a fail. It looks identical to the Dame 6, different upper. It kind of reminds me of the Dynasty shoe number 2s, which we've talked about on the Sneaker Show in a previous episode. But yeah, a little uninspiring. Here's the outsole. Let's take a closer look at this. So as you can see, it has a zigzag type pattern. It looks decent. It could be pretty good. It looks like it's raised off of the mids or raised off of the outsole a little bit, so it looks like it's going to grab the floor quite well. So I have no concerns here about the traction. Dust could get caught in between those very thin lines here, but it's kind of hard to tell from this photo. You're just looking at it two-dimensionally, and you don't see how high that rubber compound is lifted off, and you don't even see if that rubber compound is peaked. However, if I had to take a guess, I'm gonna say no, but it really comes down to the rubber compound. We've talked about this. Bad traction patterns with great rubber compounds is good. A great traction pattern with bad rubber compounds is not good. So it really comes down to the rubber compound. Is it tacky enough to withstand multiple conditions, not just an NBA floor condition? That was one thing that people said in my review of the Dame 6. They're like, oh, well, Dame's playing good in it. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That makes no sense. First of all, Dame uses custom orthotic insoles, so that changes the shoe drastically. It could change the fit. It definitely changes the fit. It changes the cushioning. And then in terms of the traction, like I said, could be a consistency problem, but also those NBA floors are pristine. So, you know, it makes sense that his traction works on that floor and it doesn't work for me on my local floor where you got kids running around from school. They wear the same shoes that they wear on the floor outdoors. That's just a weird comment. But we have some more colorways of the Dame 6. Let me know right now in the chat, is this a cop or is this a drop? Damian Lillard's one of my favorite players in the league, and his shoe line was great up until the Dame 5. I feel like it's been on a downward trend since the Dame 5. The Dame 5 I did not like. I bought them. I didn't even want to review them because I was like, these are bad. The Dame 6 is bad. And here, the Dame 7. Look, I think for most of you guys, I'm going to put this up here for you guys. It's a drop. I don't feel safe hyping this shoe up for you guys. But if I get the shoe and it's good, which I'm going to get the shoe, I'm interested to see. Right now, Adidas has 2 strikes with me. The Dame 5 was strike 1. The Dame 6 was strike 2. If they strike 3 on this, that's a strikeout, right? And I'm out until I hear otherwise. If these are booty and the Dame 8 comes out and they're great, I'm not going to buy them. I need to hear it from someone else that the Dame 8 is actually great. Then I'll go buy it. So I'm going to cop these. To see if Adidas strikes out on these. Now, if I take a look in the chat, Gwendolyn Turner says drop. Noah Bennett says he likes these. You like these, Noah? Interesting. Okay. You like these visually or performance-wise, Noah? Cooper also says, Cooper Foster says cop in the chat as well. There's a lot more cops than I was expecting here. We got Bart in the chat copping. Gene says, no thanks, Gene. Stay in school. I know you're at school right now. I appreciate you so much for joining the sneaker show. Don't get got. Don't get got, Gene. Hit them books. School's important. But here we go. Now drops are coming into the chat. Luke says drop. Eric says drop. Rest says drop. Hiragana Man, thanks so much for joining the stream, dog.
I appreciate you.
He drops these as well. So, yeah, I'm going to say the consensus of the Jaron mob says the Dame 7 is a drop. Okay, when are these going to drop? No pun intended. Let's take a look here. No official release information. Okay, so we're just going to have to wait and see. But there you guys have it. Those are the Dame 7s. Let's move on here to... What are these? Oh, okay. So, you guys know me. I'm a PlayStation guy, right? And I saw these, and obviously ZARA, they're somewhat notorious for like biting off of other brands. But I saw these, and I was like, you know, they're not awful, and I like PlayStation. So maybe some of you guys want to cop these. Now, these are the ZARA PlayStation sneakers. Now, we all know the Nike PlayStation sneakers are amazing, right? From Paul George. I mean, all of these. The gray ones, the blue ones, even from the PG ones, they were incredible. These are decent as well. But the gray ones are the best one, right? These are the best, absolutely. But if we take a look at the ZARAs, they use that same gray color scheme, but it's a little darker, not as vibrant. It could just be the lighting in this photo. But I love the PlayStation logo. I love the triangle, circle, X, square. Some people say triangle, O, cross, box. What? What? Who says triangle, O, cross, box? Does anyone say that in the chat? I've heard people say that, and I'm like, it's circle X square, not O cross box. Hey, oh, we got another guy who just subscribed. I cannot say that name. Looks like it's Chinese, maybe Japanese, but hey, either way, dog.
I appreciate you.
Thanks for joining the sneaker show. Anyways, you have this kind of faux Air Max thing in the back in green here. Listen, would I be upset if someone rocked these? No. Would I confront them and say, yo, I like your kicks? I would, but that doesn't mean it's a cop for me because I don't like the laceless design. That's just not me. I think it would have looked a little cleaner if there were laces underneath this, and then you have this strap over, and just get rid of the air bubble. That's Nike's thing, and that goes for any company. Do not do a version of Air. Nike did it first. They did it the best, and they continue to do it the best. That's why they should be the only one with the license to do so. Please don't bite off it, because when you look at this and you realize that it's not a Nike sneaker, which you could fool someone. It could be a swooshless Nike sneaker. You're just going to be like, oh, those are trying to be Nikes. That's whack. So any company, do not do fake Air. I would compliment someone on these, though. I'm like, yo, PlayStation, that's really cool. Those are nice kicks, but I would not cop these. So for me, it's a drop. But it's not a mega drop. It's not bad, guys. It's not bad. Most of you guys in the chat are saying drop on these, but I just took a look. I had to peek, guys. We just reached our highest score ever. 223 viewers, including Vincent Nostine. Thanks so much for joining the Sneaker Show.
I appreciate
We've hit a high score in viewership for the Sneaker Show. It is an incredible feeling. Thank you guys so much. We are going to talk about the LeBron 18 next, but let's get our final verdict here on the ZARA PlayStation sneakers. You see from the side? Oh, I just deleted that photo. From the side, you could fool someone that those are Nikes just without a swoosh. You could. You definitely could. Here's the front. Oh, love the power. That's like a, oh, damn, that's cool. I didn't even really realize this. You got the, that's basically a PlayStation 1, which was my first console ever. Hey, thanks, AK, for subscribing, dog.
I appreciate you.
That's a really cool design right there. I wish that was on the PGs, yo. That is absolutely fire. But it's still a drop. I'm not, how much are these actually? A $50. Yo, actually, you know what? Might be a cop. Hey, thanks so much. It's K. Oh, what was it? It's K. 1SG for joining the Sneaker Show, as well as Xavier.jpg. Love that name.
I appreciate you.
These are $50. These are $50. I might cop these. I love PlayStation. I love PlayStation, guys. For $50, yo, I might cop these, guys. I might go to ZARA tomorrow and cop these, because that's a steal. So you know what? I'm gonna say cop. It's a cop for me. It definitely is a cop for me. What are you guys saying in the chat? Big drop by Gene. Gwendolyn says drop, man. Drop. Coke Pancake. Hey, thanks so much for joining the Sneaker Show, Coke Pancake. If you guys don't know this, Coke Pancake was on our game night. I do a live stream where I play video games with the subs, and his nickname was Pepsi Waffle for so many game nights, and I was like, you got to change that to Coke Pancake. It's the better version of your name, because I like pancakes more than waffle, and I like Coke more than Pepsi. And he changed his name, so shout out to Coke Pancake. Can we spam Coke Pancake in the chat, please? Let him know what's up. Coke is better than Pepsi. If you think Coke's better than Pepsi, spam Coke Pancake in the chat below. But I know you guys have been waiting for a while. I've been egging you on. Let's just get straight to it, guys. Let's get to the LeBron 18. All right, guys? Here they are. Okay, so I'm just going to warn you guys. I am absolutely hyped for the LeBron 17. I'm so stoked, guys. I can't even express to you guys how stoked I am about this sneaker. And I saw someone talking trash about this sneaker in the chat before the stream started. I get it. You don't like the way they look. But listen, I'm going to tell you why I am extremely hyped for this sneaker. If you saw my review on the LeBron 17, which you could check out on the channel if you haven't, it wasn't somewhat of a step back to me. For so many years, LeBron sneakers have been too powerful. My feet have been too high off the ground. The air unit has been too strong. The upper has been too bulky. And though the LeBron 17's upper wasn't bulky at all, it was actually great. It was probably the best feature of the shoe. The cushioning setup had the largest Air Max unit ever in a basketball sneaker. And it was just simply too much. It was too much for mere mortals like myself. But for 6'8" LeBron, I'm sure it was fine for him. But for someone like myself, who's 5'9", 5'8", whatever, it was too much. And it reminded me of those previous LeBrons where they were just too powerful for me. The LeBron 16 was one of my favorite sneakers when they came out. It actually was my favorite sneaker until the Jordan 34 came out. Then the 34 replaced the 16s as my favorite on-court model. But the LeBron 16 was fantastic, and what I loved about those were they were so versatile. It was the most versatile LeBron that I had ever played in. Any player with any play style at any size and age would love what the LeBron 16 had to offer. And when I look at the LeBron 18, which, by the way, so many sneakers in the bubble. So many sneakers in the bubble. And you already know NBA Kicks is coming back, boy. NBA Kicks is coming back. Yeah! Stay tuned. When I saw the LeBron 18, it reminded me of the LeBron 16. These look like the 17s. This looks like more of a successor to the 16 than the 17s were. And that's why I'm really excited about it. Now, there's some new things going on here, but just quickly, the upper, the cut, even the cushioning from a distance looks pretty similar to the LeBron 16, which makes me very happy. Obviously, you have some different things going on here. You have this, fly wire that looks like it's stitched into the battle knit. Hopefully this is battle knit 3.0 materials, or 4.0 I think we're at now. And then you have an external heel cup that looks sturdier, and it kind of adds more dimensionality to the sneaker. That's what's different, but for the most part it's pretty much the same. However, according to Nike, which you can see here, what to know about the LeBron 18. And again, guys, let me know if these are a copper drop in the chat. That's what the sneaker show's about. They say Max Air and Zoom Air are used in a new way. So let's read this together, and I'll try to do my best to explain what Nike is trying to say here. They say the 18 comes with a new cushioning arrangement. An Air Max unit in the heel is augmented by a full-length Zoom Air bag. The two are integrated with one another, the Zoom bag extending into the heel cavity and replacing what previously was foam. And apparently this is the first cushioning arrangement like this in Nike basketball. So, I'll be honest, I don't really know what that means. All I heard was full-length Zoom, and I kind of zoned out into my happy place. Full-length Zoom? That's my favorite cushioning setup. That's my favorite. It's the best. It's the greatest. I don't know what else to tell you guys. So we're getting full-length Zoom into LeBron 18. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm so excited. This is, I'm just going to say it right now. This is an Insta-cop. You already know. Full-length Zoom, and I'm in, boy. And I'm in. I'm excited. And then you have Air in the back, in the heel, Max Air in the heel. I wonder how that's going to work out, but listen, full-length Zoom, I'm completely in. You have battle knit upper. That's going to be fire. I love the way the shoe looks. Not in this colorway. I don't like this colorway, but I love that heel cup design right here. If you take a look, I love how it just adds more, dimensionality to the sneaker. It is looking absolutely fuego. And look at the swoosh design right there on the toe box. Not sure how I feel about it. Maybe they could have gone swooshless. LeBron kind of deserves it, but maybe that swoosh in the front is great. But LeBron colorways, they're always different, so they might switch it up from colorway to colorway. And look at the tongue, guys. It's huge. So you could rock these off of the court as well with that huge tongue. I really, really like these guys. It's an Instacop for me. What do you guys think in the chat? Sammy H says, Instacop going straight to Foot Locker. Hey, me too, dog. Wait, is Foot Locker even open? I don't know. I don't think my mall is open. But anyways, Bart says, cop just for the heel cup. Yeah, absolutely. Ha in the chat says, Nike needs to let us ID these. Absolutely. I love Nike by You. I would definitely cop a pair of Nike IDs of the LeBron 18. I'm really excited about these guys. I'm really, really excited. Now, here's some on-feet photos. Looks beautiful. This reminds me of the LeBron. What was it? LeBron 12 Christmas? I can't spell. No, I think it was the LeBron 11, actually. Yeah, these. This is the colorway that it reminds me of. LeBron 11, LeBron 18. Oh, man. These look great. That actually might be a Christmas colorway. You see, these kind of look like snowflakes here. Or, it might be a jade colorway, too. That might be like a jade design. I'm not really too sure. But I like to see this Flyknit thing on the upper, on the medial side as well. Here's another swoosh as well. Okay. Look at the swoosh here on this shoe. It's actually more slanted. Wait, hold on. Okay, that's interesting. So it changes from left to right. Oh, it's not a jade. It's just a line. Okay, whatever. And here's LeBron in a black and white colorway. Now, look at that. I don't know what's going on with his laces right here, but the black and white colorway looks clean as well. Yeah, I'm absolutely stoked for these guys. Here's another look at some sketches of the LeBron 18. Looks a little different. It looks a little different from what we got. But either way, guys, I'm extremely pumped for this sneaker. Very futuristic, very clean. And look at this. This is what they're talking about. The sneaker's kind of broken up into two halves. The front is speed. The back is power. It's beautiful. I'm excited. I don't know what's hanging off his shoe here. this like tassel. I don't know, but I'm excited about these guys. And I think most of you guys are excited in the chat as well. Luke Wells says Instacop. Grant as well, Instacop. Yeah, absolutely. Nayo says beautiful. Instacop. Yes. When are these coming out? I believe September. Which, you know what, guys? The LeBron 18 releases beginning in September. Guess what? It's my birthday. We gon' party like it's my birthday. That's right. September 25th, y'all. That's my birthday. So hopefully Nike blesses me with the LeBron 18 release and I'm able to cop it. Like on the sneakers app, they realize like, yo, it's close to this guy's birthday. Let's kind of jump him up in the queue so he could cop these for his birthday. You still got to pay, but you know, it's your birthday. Treat yourself. Hopefully that happens. I'm excited. But there you guys have it. The LeBron 18. Let's move on to another LeBron sneaker, which we've talked about before, but we got a new colorway here. These are the LeBron Soldier 14 Hares. Now, we've talked about the LeBron Soldier 14. I think we were intrigued by the design, but now we're getting our best look at the sneaker yet. Let me know what you think. I actually like this colorway. I didn't know a Hare colorway would look great on a LeBron, let alone a Soldier sneaker, but I actually really like how these look. Look at the upper. You have like a weave pattern on the upper. That's cool. Kind of gives you a carbon fiber-like vibe. You have the bright colors. The only thing I'm not liking is the lacing system. You guys know me. I'm not really big on shrouds, and this looks like an absolute pain to lace up, which was another complaint I had of the LeBron 17. It was kind of a B to lace up. But I actually think this colorway suits this silhouette very well. I love the midsole design. It kind of gives me throwback 90s vibes while at the same time remaining futuristic. It kind of looks like if in 2050 we were retroing or kind of protro, 90s sneakers. That's what it reminds me of with the midsole design. So I like that. And like I said, the colors are dope as well. I think that, oh, look at the traction. Ooh. Traction looks fairly durable. It looks deep. It depends how pliable the rubber compound is, but the pattern looks deep. That looks like it could be a good outdoor option. So, look, I mean, if you're a fan of the Soldier line, I think that these are a cop. I do. But if you're not a fan of the Soldier line, you could probably pass on these. It's a drop because you don't need them, not because they're bad. When are these dropping, though? Let's see. Let me guess. Very soon at select Nike retailers and Nike.com. Okay. Very soon. Now, we have another colorway of the Soldier 14s. These are like a USA colorway. Looks a little cleaner. Looks pretty clean. I like how they went with the all-white upper with a splash of red over here. I like that design. Maybe they could have used some gold speckling on this, plastic TPU piece here. But, yeah, here's the USA colorway. Oh, translucent outsole. That's very interesting. Here's a close look at the materials. The materials look nice and durable. So, yeah, I think if you're balling outdoors, these are going to be a fantastic option. A lot of you guys aren't liking these in the chat. Alberto says cop, but Luke says drop. Coke Pancake says looks like a bread. What do you mean? What do you mean, Coke Pancake? Doms, hey, shout out to Doms. I've caught some Warzone dubs with him on game night. Dom says drop. DJ Colin says hell to the nah. Oh, he's doing that meme. Hell nah to the nah. Hell to the nah. I get you, dog. Really, you guys don't like these? I don't think they're that bad. They look like a futuristic sneaker. They look like a sneaker that came out in 2004. Like a flight posit. That's what these look like. Okay, you guys don't like them. Enough said. All right, next up. Ooh, yes. The KOBE 5. Now, are these dropping? Listen, we all know what happened with KOBE. We know Nike took KOBE stuff off of their website, off store shelves. It was the right thing to do. We don't know when they're coming back. But, man, I miss KOBE. But these are awesome. I would cop these. These, I don't know. I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way, but since Kobe's stuff is in high demand and since what happened to him, these are an Instacop. I just want as much Kobe stuff as I want. I just want as much Kobe stuff as I want. I don't even have to like the shoe. I want as much Kobe stuff as I want. The shoe would have to be really, really bad for me to be like, you know what? I don't want those. I'll let someone who really wants those cop those. But even if I'm 1% interested, it's an Instacop. If Kobe was still alive today, which I wish he was, these would just be a regular cop. A regular cop. I love the colors. I love that insole. I don't want you guys to take that the wrong way. I don't want you to feel like I'm exploiting the death of Kobe Bryant, but I hope you guys know what I mean. Like, Kobe passing away reignited my love for him, or I wouldn't say reignited, just it intensified it by infinity. You know what I mean? I already loved him to death, but you know, it's just what happened, you know. So for me, this is an Instacop. I don't know when they're copying. PJ Tucker was the one who was rocking these in the bubble, and that's why we're seeing them. But that insole alone is absolutely fire. And the colorway is fire as well. The slightly tinted blue translucent outsole. You have the multicolor thing going on top with white. It kind of reminds me of like a pop art type thing. You know what I mean? Like an Andy Warhol type situation. That's what these remind me of. And the insole looks really cool as well. It looks very similar to the insole. So these are a cop. I'm seeing a lot of cops in the chat, but it's not 100%. Andre in the chat says drop. Chucka says drop as well. Ethan says, I respect Kobe and all, but it is a drop. Okay. So I'm glad you guys are being honest. For me, even if Kobe was still around, these would be a cop. I really do like these. But, you know, I want as much Kobe stuff as I could get, so I'll cop. There's no release information on these. Again, we don't know when Kobe's are coming back. Who knows? So it's going to be interesting to see when Nike starts to roll Kobe things out again. How much are they going to make? Maybe that's what they're preparing for. Maybe they're making a ton of Kobe stuff because they know it's going to fly off the shelves and they want everyone to cop a pair. They don't want anyone to be sad, mad, or angry. So maybe they're just making excess quantities of Kobe stuff because they know it's going to move. But stay tuned here to the Sneaker Show and the channel. I'll try to update you guys as more information comes out, not just about these Kobe's, but Kobe's in general. Okay. Next up. Ooh. All right. So reoccurring theme here. These are the Nike SB Kyrie S2 Hybrid. Wow, what a name. Sashiko pack. Hiragana man. Maybe you could help me out. But I've talked about it on the show before. You guys have seen my mouse pad. I love Japanese art. Okay, I love Japanese art. And we saw Kelly Oubre with those Converses, with the Great Wave of Kanagawa art, which was what you saw here on my mouse pad. These Kyries, I don't like the Kyrie Hybrid S2s. We've talked about that. But this colorway reminds me of Japanese art. And I really love the toned down, natural, earthy colors. That beautiful shade of blue. You have different shades of white, but it gives it a canvas type feel with that material. You have that tan on the collar. These are absolutely beautiful, dude. These are absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to say that these are a cop. If the silhouette was better, I'd be willing to insta-cop. But as I said right now, it's a cop. I absolutely love these. I don't know why it's called Nike SB Kyrie, Nike skateboarding. I don't know what that means. But these are absolutely incredible. I love everything about them. Most of you guys are saying chat, or in the chat are saying cop as well. I'm seeing a lot of heat emojis. Donna says drop though. Donna doesn't understand these. Donna doesn't. But Luke Wall says insta-cop. Gene is on the fence. Gene, you're on the fence? Okay, Gene, I'm going to do this for you. Since Gene is on the fence, we're going to look up what sashiko means. And maybe that'll put you over the fence or bring you back down. So let's Google this. Sashiko. Sashiko is a form of decorated reinforcement stitching from Japan that started out of practical need during the Edo era. Yo, Edo was one of the most fire Japanese teppanyaki places in my hometown. R.I.P. to Edo. Yo, the guy who worked at Edo was so nice. Always gave us that extra sauce. You know what I mean? Okay, that's interesting. So basically, it's like a quilt pattern in Japan. Listen, these are beautiful, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. These are absolutely beautiful. Not an Instacop, but it's getting close to it. It's getting close to it. Most of you guys are copping in the chat as well. When are these dropping? No information. Wow. Sneaker journalism is just awful these days. All right, let's move on, though. Next up, another Adapt BB 2.0 colorway. Now, as you know, we here at the Duran Mob have been very disappointed in the colorways of the Adapt BB 2.0s. But here are the Planet of Hoops 2.0. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's obviously clearly kind of somewhat inspired by Space Jam. And we saw some Planet of the Hoop colorways of other signature sneakers, like the KD 13 had a Planet of Hoops colorway. I believe it's a basketball camp or something like that. Either way, what do you guys think about these? I think it's an acquired taste. I do think some people are going to like these, but I don't. It just looks too kid-friendly to me. It looks like a kid shoe, but a girl's exclusive. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my flavor. It's just not me. Some people like avocados. I don't. It's not my flavor. These are avocados to me. I'm just not into them. Please, can I have the guacamole on the side so I don't have to eat it? Don't let it touch my nachos. That's what I'm saying about these. But I do have to say that outsole is pretty vibrant and beautiful. I like it. I even like that shade of like hyper pink or hyper red, but I don't like it in tandem with the green. That's just me. I like the silver here on the toe box though, but for the most part, you know, these are going to be $400. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and drop this right here. Yeah. For $400, it really has to capture your imagination. And I'm happy with my launch black and red colorway, so I don't need these. I think most of you guys are dropping these as well. Gene has a good comment, though. Gene says these look like the Nerf KD 4s. You're right, Gene. If this blue was purple, they would be a Nerf KD type colorway. That is a very good look, Gene. But even with that, I'm still dropping these. I'm seeing a couple cops in the chat, though. My guy David in the chat says cop. Donna says cop, excuse me. And Gwendolyn says cop as well, but Elias is dropping. He's with me. Elias is on Team Geronmon. He's dropping these. Look at this. Retailing for $400. These will release at Nike stocklist and online soon. Incredible. Incredible. Okay. Next up, we're almost done with Nike, guys. We're almost done. These are the Nike. We have another Nike Gatorade PG4 sneaker. These might be the cleanest of them all, though. What do you guys think? We've seen, I think, 3 other Gatorade colorways of the PG. I wonder why Paul George gets all the collaborations. You know what I mean? He has the PlayStations. He has the Gatorades. He has the All Conditions Gear collection. Maybe they're using those, you know, collections and that branding to boost sales. Maybe the PG isn't selling as well, even though I see a lot of PGs out there on the floor. Maybe they're using those collaborations to kind of, you know, give the PG some press or stuff like that. I don't know, but here's another Gatorade colorway, and I think this is the cleanest of them all. I really like these. I like the translucent, you know, shroud where you can see the orange, the volt, and the green coming through it. And if you look closely, the upper has the Paul George logo on it, which is a really cool design. So I think these are great. The black swoosh, how do we feel about that? Could it have been orange? I don't know. I like the outline design of it though. Here's the top-down view. You see the Gatorade logo on the insole. Yeah, I really like these. You know, the one thing I would change is this outsole. It's kind of a minty green. I would have had it translucent, bright green like this, or maybe even a volt, translucent. I think that would have looked great as well. It would have fit in with the Gatorade theme. But I'm seeing a ton of cops in the chat, so I'm right here with you guys. These are a cop. I'm seeing a lot of... Can I even find a drop? Wow. I don't see a single drop in the chat. This has never been done before. I've never seen this. Okay, Logan says big drop. Whoa. So these are like 99% cop, 1% drop. Logan being, okay, we're getting a couple more drops in the chat as soon as I said that. But for a long time, the PG4 Gatorades had a 100% approval rating, which was crazy. When are these dropping? July 31st for $1.20. That is a good deal. I think if you guys have been waiting for the right colorway of the PG4, or you're interested in picking up the PG4 because of that full-length Nike Air, this is a great colorway for you to go ahead and cop. It would be a good purchase. So be on the lookout July 31st for this colorway of the PG4. But wait, there's more. We have another PG4 colorway. These are the PCG, which obviously is the ACG collaboration. What do you guys think about these? I don't like these as much as the Gatorade, so I'm just going to put this here. It's a drop. Not a fan of that shade of teal. Looks like there's a sturdier zipper. I like the natural like beiges and the tans. I like that, but everything else is just kind of bland for me. You got a regular swoosh here. I mean, there's just not much going on here. Here you see the PCG on the insole. Maybe they should have put that outside to kind of spice things up a bit. But most people are dropping in the chat. But we're getting a couple cops. We're getting a couple. I'm going to say it's about 50-50 here. Oh, they did put the PCG here on the heel. There you go. Donna doesn't like these at all in the chat. But yeah, the PG4 has had a ton of colorways. So maybe the PG4s are selling. And that's why they're doing a bunch of collaborations, because, you know, they're selling. And it's a formula that works. Maybe that's why they're doing it. Either way, it's great for us, right? More colorways. We could pick what we like. We could get something that means something to us. So keep doing it, Nike. You guys are absolutely killing it with the PG4. These are going to be only $1.10. So $10 less than the Gatorades. I wonder why. I wonder why that is. Maybe because they have to pay Gatorade, but Gatorade can't afford it. I don't know. Weird. Anyways. Okay, next up, we have a Foamposite colorway. What do I want to play here? Okay, this one.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I know, Michael. I know, Michael. But look, listen. Here's the thing.
No, God!
Michael.
No, God, please, no! No!
You have
no!
Dude.
No!
Okay. Got that out of your system. I get you. And you're 100% correct, because these are absolutely garbo. I'm just going to put this here.
Bruh.
Mega drop. Nike, why are you ruining a classic like this? Why? Who asked for this? Who asked for this? Now, what hurts me about these is they're not bad, but when you take a look at that outsole, it just ruins everything. It just ruins everything. It looks like you stepped on a popsicle. I don't like these, but you have that black with the black Foamposite upper with an interesting finish. That's fine. But if this was just a one color, it would have looked better. If this was just Volt, that would have looked cool. If it was just, you know, smoky translucent, that would have looked great. White, red, green, blue, red, just one color, it would have looked fine. But you had to go ahead and you had to give it this gradient. Look at that. Why is that? No, it's a drop for me. It's a mega drop, actually. I don't like it. But a couple people are saying cop. Cruz says cop. Actually, Andrew Glover says Instacop as well. Really? Okay. You do you. 100%. You do you. But I do not like that outsole whatsoever. I don't like it. Maybe if it was just like blue to red. But since it goes blue, red, and back to blue, I just don't like it. It looks like a fake. It looks like a fake Foamposite. I'm just being honest. But I love that finish on the upper. I do. I think that's really great. I think it reflects light very well. It gives it an interesting look. I just do not like that outsole. I don't. Sammy H is asking me to get it off of his or her screen. Sammy could be a his or her. I don't know. Probably a him. I don't think many ladies are tuning into the sneaker show. We'd love to have you, ladies, but I just don't think it's the demo. But for $230, I mean, come on. No way. It's a mega drop for me. It's a mega drop. And I think most of you guys are dropping in the chat as well. But it's not 100%. I'd say 80-20. 80% drop, 20% cop. Okay, next up. Okay, this is the last Nike sneaker here. These are Space Hippie Slides. This is a fun one. What do you guys think? Would you rock these? I actually think that these are kind of fire. Look at these. That's kind of fire. I think these are a cop. I think these are a cop. Space Hippie Slides. I mean, these are cool. The colorway is cool. The concept is cool. I really like these. And I bet you these are going to be hyped up. These are going to be hyped up, and they're going to be sold out, and they're going to be on StockX for double the price. I already know. How much are they, though? No one could say. I really like these, though. I would cop these, and I'm actually in the market for some new slides. So I might actually get these. How much are they on StockX? Are they already on StockX? Let's take a look. I don't think they're on StockX. Yeah. How much is the Space Hippie collection going for anyways? This one. Oh, yeah, pretty expensive. Size 10 is $375. Pretty expensive. But I actually like these guys. I do. No release information, but I'm seeing a lot of cops in the chat. Gene is coppity copping. Seth is copying. Warren Walker says insta cop. I think it's a regular cop. But since most people like these, I'm just going to go ahead and put this here for you guys. It's a cop. These are fire. These are great. They're probably comfortable as hell as well. How much are the Asuna slides? Because these are the Asuna slide. How much do those retail regularly? $45. So yeah, these are probably going to be $65, I'd say. $20 more than the usual price. But oh my God, we have 265 subscribers or viewers on stream. That is a high score. It's been a great episode. So hey, shout out to LeBron for rocking a LeBron 18 and getting the highest view count on the sneaker show today. We just made history, guys. So everyone, give yourself a clap. Why don't you guys celebrate by following me on Instagram, which you could follow with the link that I just dropped in the chat. Okay, let's move on. Let's switch gears away from Nike. Let's go to Converse. Now, these are interesting. So, Converse just unveiled the All-Star Pro BB Evo, which is the successor to last year's All-Star Pro BB, which was decent. Got great reviews. It looked great. It blended old school era design with modern tech. And you guys know me, I love that design philosophy. But these are the successor. However, they just look little. They just look different. I mean, they don't look different is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I was distracted by Hiragana Man donating $1.99 to the channel, dog. Thank you so much, dude. You've been great on all the streams, guys. Hiragana Man deserves a couple of pound emojis. Why don't you pound them up in the chat, please?
I appreciate you.
Thanks so much, Hiragana Man. But what I was trying to say was they don't look that different. In fact, they have the same technology. Drop-in React midsole. The only thing that's different is the upper. Now, obviously, the design of the logo is a little bit different. You can see this drop shadow design. But the materials are just slightly beefier. And it looks like it uses a mesh that's not like a fuse. So that's a welcome change, but the outsole is pretty much the same. The cushioning is the same. The heel cup has been beefed up a little bit as well, but it's pretty much the same. And so as the sequel, it is disappointing. But since I missed out on the first one, I'm actually going to cop these because a lot of people said that these are very similar to the KOBE AD NXT 360s, which is one of my favorite Kobes of all time. And I loved playing in that shoe. And I think I would have loved playing in an All-Star Pro BB. It just never came around. I never saw them on shelf. I like to buy things at brick and mortar stores. That's just the way I roll. So hopefully I could get my hands on these. I do want to cop these, but I'll cop them online. I know better colorways are going to come out. This black colorway is cool. I'd probably pick up the white colorway though. Oh, no, this is a two-tone colorway. Excuse me. So it's black on the lateral side and white on the medial side. Are they available now? No, it's coming out August 1st. Are we sure it's not available right now? Let's take a look really quickly, guys. Blah, 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 blah. Basketball. Go. Coming soon. Okay, coming soon. But Converse has been putting out some pretty unique stuff. I really like this look. I like that two-tone design. You know what? I'll probably cop these for $120. That's a great deal as well. For $120 for these, I think most of you guys are copying as well. I'm going to say it's about 70% cop in the chat. My guy Donna is dropping. Cruz says, stop looking. Gene says, cop. Gene's copping them. You and I, Gene, we're copping these on August 1st. I'm excited about these. And update, I copped the Zoom Freak too. So they are coming in the mail. So a review on those. I don't know how I'm going to put those on a basketball court, but I will. And a performance review of the Zoom Freak 2 will be coming on the channel in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. All right, next up. Let's talk about these Off-White Jordan 5s. Because if you remember from a previous episode of the Sneaker Show, we talked about them and there were some pretty bad photos. Here's some better photos. So I want to see what you guys think about them now that you see them in this light, I guess. Just opening up the photo so we could take a close look here. All right. So here they are. The Off-White Jordan 5s. So there already is an Off-White Jordan 5. They were gray. These are white, but they're really yellow. So let me know what you think about these. I don't know how I feel about the yellow. I really don't. I like the yellowed outsole. That's a cool look because it makes it look like you've had the shoe for years. It looks like an OG. But for the upper, I wish it was just white. But it's off-white, so I guess it makes sense. It's off-white because it's off-white. LOL. But, yeah, I don't know. It probably isn't worth the trouble because Off-White is so hyped, right, guys? You're going to have to get up early. You're probably going to have to pay over retail if you don't get lucky, which is basically like winning the lottery. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. Yeah, but there's an on-foot photo of these. Check this out. So here's what they look like on feet. I don't know what kind of pants this guy's wearing, but it's clearly like off-white. It's like yellowish white, which I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. He's wearing black socks, so that hole is coming out black. Maybe if you wore red socks, that would look pretty cool. I think that would be a very interesting look. But as they sit right now, I'm tentatively copying. Since it's off-white, since it's a Jordan 5, it's one of my favorite Jordans, top 3 for sure. I'm tentatively copying, but as soon as I don't get that notification on the Sneakers app or wherever I'm trying to cop these for retail, it's a drop because it's not worth it. Most of you guys aren't liking these. This is a pretty polarizing sneaker. Some of you guys are saying cop, and I'm assuming because it's off-white, it's got hype on them. You're going to get clout if you're rocking these. But if you're just looking at it as a standalone shoe without all the extra stuff, I can see why a lot of people wouldn't like these. So I understand. But for me, I like the Jordan 5. I like the new take on it. Even without the off-white stuff, I would still tentatively cop these for sure. Okay. Next up, we have a Jordan 4 colorway. The Union Jordan 4. This is our first look. So Jordan Brand did a Union Jordan 1, and it was very hyped up. In fact, if we take a look at StockX, how much do you guys think they're going for? I think about $500, right? These ones, the LA ones. Oh, never mind. $2,000. Why? I mean, they're okay, but why? Are they super, like limited? Wait, hold on. What about the other one? These ones, the black toes. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know why these are like these. I don't know why they're so expensive. But here are the Jordan 4s. You have a yellow midsole, which looks funky. Look at the upper, though. Look at the toe box. It's got like this mesh and then this like heavy suede or nubuck. And look at the wings. There's no cutout. Why is he wearing gloves? Very interesting. This is an interesting shoe. But I'm going to have to drop these. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from these. I'm not. I don't like those materials. It makes it look like an SB, like a skateboarding sneaker. And that wing design is kind of weird. Yeah, I'm going to have to drop these. Gene is saying drop in the chat as well. Josiah says, it looks like a Blue Cement 4, but as a low. Oh, yeah, you're right, Josiah. It is like a lower cut. These are going to be hyped so much. And I'm not with it. I'm dropping these. If you like these, you got one less person to worry about trying to cop these, because I don't like these. I want to rock these. I don't care how much clout you get if you rock these. I'm not copping these. No way. It's a drop for me. It's not a mega drop because we've seen worse. The Kawhi 54 collection from this year from Jordan Brand. That's worse. But yeah, I don't get it. Why are the unions so expensive? Really weird. All right. Last but not least from Jordan Brand. Air Jordan 4 PSG Paris Saint-Germain. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Probably not. It's French. For all I know is Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know. I don't speak French. But these are arriving in September. These are better. I like these better than the unions. The box is nice as well. But I love the white, the black, the wine color. These are beautiful. You have the PSG logo on the back. These are a cop. These are clean. I like these. Seth does not like these in the chat. You don't like these, Seth? I think the wine color is nice. I do. I like these. It's a cop for me. I like them. I don't know what else to say. Black. I love the color blocking. White laces, clean. Probably comes with an extra pair of laces. A wine color lace swap would be pretty clean as well. Most of you guys are copying in the chat as well, except Gene is on 50-50. He or she's on the fence. Luke Walls, says cop in the chat as well. Yeah, I really like these. When are these dropping? Exactly. It says early September. So again, it's my birthday. For $225 though, the leather quality better be fire. It better be, because that's a premium price. But I like this Paname thing right here. I like it. The leather quality does look good though. It does. I don't know what to say, guys. I like these. I love them. All right. So that takes care of the sneaker rundown, but now we're going to move on to deals and steals. Like I said earlier, Dick's Sporting Goods has a sale. So if you're looking for a cheap pair of basketball kicks, the links to these shoes will be in the description box below. So make sure you use those if you're interested. We have a couple $40 sneakers, which is just, it's unheard of for adult sizing. So let's move on to deals and steals. Yeah, man, deals and steals, yeah. All right.
Bruh.
Oops, Mega Drop thing was still active. So, he was saying bruh because of me singing deals and steals. The Harden BE3 basketball shoes. Look at this. $39.98 in good sizes. Look at that. Look, you got the black and white with the interesting looking outsole. What kind of cushioning setup do these use? I don't think it's bounce. It would have said bounce. But look, $40. You need an outdoor hoop shoe. Maybe you're in the market for something like that. These are crazy cheap. I mean, you might not like the way they look, but if you want something that's cheap, you're not going to feel bad that they're going to get banged up. Maybe you like Harden. You know, $40 is a pretty good deal. And look at the rating. 178 ratings, and it's 4.5 stars. So people who do get these seem to be liking them. So $40 at dicksportinggoods.com. Link in the description. That's a steal. All right, next up. This is a $60 Kyrie, guys. Oh, whoops. You guys can't see. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me go back. I thought I had the window open. Major fail. Major fail. Harden BE3. Here we go. In this black and white colorway. I'm sorry, guys. $40. So everything I just said still applies. You guys just couldn't see the screen. My apologies. Next deal. Kyrie Flytrap 3 in this grayish colorway. $60. So that's a pretty good deal as well. Are there other colorways? You can get black and gold. Hold on. Let me change a photo. Boom. Black and gold. That's a pretty nice colorway. That would hold up very well outdoors because it's all black. Black, white, and like a green or a volt. Also $60. All white, $60. Bread colorway and a blue colorway. All $60. Good sizing. So the Kyrie Flytrap 3, if you're interested, this has Nike Zoom, a very small unit in the forefoot. $60 is a pretty good steal. Next up. So we know the Freak 2 came out. So that means the Freak 1 is going to be on sale. We have the Freak 1 for $80 in this cool gray colorway in a lot of sizes. So again, hit up Dick's Sporting Goods with the link in the description box below. Maybe you missed out on the Freak 1 and you just want to keep adding, you know, Giannis memorabilia to your collection. Maybe he's your favorite player. Now would be the time to strike on a pair of Freak 1s. Next up, the PG4 on sale. This is an incredible deal, guys. $90 for the black and white colorway of the PG4, full length the Nike Air. Very comfortable. You could rock these off of the court as well. And it's just an excellent value here for $90, guys. Okay. And look at the sizing. You have all the way up to size 10.5. So as long as you're not a size 11, you should be good. These do fit a little small. So if you're a size 11 and you really want these, do not get the size 10.5. Just pass on them, guys, because it's kind of tough to get your foot in there with that shroud and that inner booty design. Okay. But here they are, the PG4 black and white. Very good deal. Next up, the Don issue number 1, one of my favorite sneakers from last season. These are $80 in this beautiful black and white colorway with a splash of gold as well as a blue outsole. Why it's not translucent blue, I have no idea. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Decent sizing, all the way up to size 14. They got a size 10, 9.5, 9. So there you guys have it, $80. And free shipping here at Dick's Sporting Goods, so they're not going to catch you with the shipping prices. This is a great deal for anyone who wants a Donovan Mitchell sneaker before they hit the Don issue number 2s on shelves, right? Because that's going to be coming very, very soon. I suspect around the playoffs. Last but not least, a little more expensive, but still a pretty good deal. The LeBron 17 low in great sizing and this vicious black and red colorway. These are dropping for $120. The lows are probably better than the highs because the lacing system, there's no distraction, there's no shroud, so the lacing system is much more accessible. And I also just like how the lows look a little bit better on the 17s than the highs. But if you want to experience the largest air unit ever in a basketball sneaker, the price of entry is $120. Pretty good deal. Again, link in the description box below. Now, and these also have Nike React, which is different from the highs, right? So these have React in the forefoot and that Air Max 270 unit in the heel. Hey, shout out to Extra 2-Piece. What a name. Thanks for joining the stream, dog.
I appreciate you.
Unfortunately, that concludes our show. Just a couple of house cleaning chores here. NBA Kicks is coming back. I'm going to have an outdoor basketball sneaker review coming probably next week. And again, the Zoom Freak 2 is coming in the mail. So basketball is starting up again. Hopefully gyms start opening up so I can get in there and film some performance reviews for you guys. But remember, the sneaker show, we hit our highest view count ever. So congratulations. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream. I really appreciate you. We do this every Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific. So make sure you join next week as well. Game night on either Thursday or Friday where I play video games with the subs. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for joining the show. And hey, if Pepsi Waffle is still in the chat or Coke Pancake, look what I got. That was for you, Coke Pancake. I'll catch you guys in the next one.